guys, my name's Requirement7, and I just realised I don't need the headset on because I'm doing a review of Daredevil Born Again, episode 9. Yeah. So I just watched this a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, pretty good episode, pretty good. Obviously, spoilers here. God, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. My brain has not been working today, so sorry if I say random stuff that doesn't make sense. What was I trying to say? I also will be my full review of the series as a whole as well, but it's mainly episode 9, obviously. So Punisher's back, fucking awesome. Seeing him and Daredevil team up was pretty fucking cool at the start. Love their interaction. Every scene with them is great. It's just like their writing with those characters are great. And then they go to all these other extras that no one gives a shit about, and they just make crap. They're just who gives a fuck? I just don't know why they couldn't just make a show just about the characters that we love. Anyway, going off. As I said, Kingpin was great. Obviously, Will Smith was great. Daredevil was great. Punisher was great. We saw a little bit of Bullseye and Vanessa and their whole plan, I guess. Basically, they want to take over the port. And Foggy, basically you find out that Foggy was trying to help this guy from a truck robbery, saying that it's not really a crime, but then it kind of led to more deeper thing of, well, actually, due to this law in the confidential thing, whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called. You know, the thing with all the laws in America, Americans know what I'm talking about. It shows that the crime that happened was, it's not a big deal or whatever. It's hard to explain. My head hurts. I'm sorry, guys. So it basically explains that kind of plot there. But we're not really here to talk about that. Let's talk about the fight scenes, and Daredevil and all that. Got a bit more of Daredevil. As I said, we got to see him team up with Punisher. Fucking hell. I don't think I should be doing this review. Obviously, this doesn't want me. It doesn't want me to. Anyway. Yeah, so they fight the task force, and that was really cool. Kingpin basically puts on alert that basically anyone that's doing vigilante acts have to be taken down. And that kind of leads to a whole fucking spread of violence. It kind of reminds me of the... No, I won't get political. Right, it's just it's just like Melbourne every day. No, they're more protests. They're not really riots. Either way, they're annoying as so. Yeah, so you get to see that. You find out that which cop killed White Tiger, and it was pretty obvious. I think everyone kind of had an idea of who it was. And I think he died. I guess the grenade would have got him. So, yeah, Karen returns as well, which is pretty cool. You get to see kind of Frank being a bit of a nice person. He does care for Daredevil, he does care for Karen. Daredevil he gets annoyed with, obviously, but I thought that was pretty cool. You think at the end you might see Daredevil fight all these cops. He doesn't. It's just completely guarded. So, but they hint at that in the next season they're going to have more of a team. So it looks like they're going to get maybe Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, maybe Moon Knight, maybe Echo. I think that would be really cool. I'm definitely down for that. It is kind of a bit of a cock tease at the end, though, because he opens the bar and you think, oh, God, who is it? And then it's just a random cops, and I'm like, oh, God, who gives a fuck? I don't care. Yeah, you see Punisher take on a bunch of cops, and he fucking brutally murders them. And then he gets captured, and they're kind of we're inspired by you. And he's like, you don't know me. Mate, I've had more pain than any of you. Fuck off, There's a bit where they're, all caged up. I wonder if that's actually from the comics that happens. And Punisher caged up. There's no scene between Kingpin or Punisher, unfortunately. I think it would have been really cool if there was. But there wasn't maybe in the next season. But there is also a post-credit scene, by the way, where you see Punisher escape that cage. So, they have confirmed that there is a Punisher special on the way. So I assume it's going to have something to do with that. But yeah, I'm happy they didn't kill him off or anything. That would be really fucking stupid. Yeah, and so, yeah, there's kind of... It's, the show as a whole, it has been a mixed bag. It's been, unfortunately, it's a show that's been cut of two different shows. Of the original show, which is supposed to be a bit more like She-Hulk, which is awful. And then a show that's going to be more like the Netflix show. And it is a mix mash of both of them. And that's why we've got what we've got. And it is unfortunate. You know, I think this show needed more Daredevil, needed more villains. You know, I think the Mule was like came and gone quickly. Same with Bullseye. And I think that's what the show lacked. I think it lacked a lot of Daredevil. And that's what people came here to watch. People came to watch Daredevil. And when he's just not there, it's just not that interesting. Some of the lawyer stuff is good. Like, I think the trial of White Tiger is really great. I think that whole episode is great. But then, like, the Bank Vault episode was so boring. Like, nothing really happened. So, well, you know, it just wasn't important. You could just skip it. But, yeah. But I think overall, like the Netflix Daredevil show is still the best in the whole whole superhero TV genre. That is the best TV show. But I think this one is good. I think this is definitely like the best out of the Disney Plus Marvel shows. Maybe some people might argue Loki, but I definitely enjoyed this one. I wanted to keep watching it each week. But it is one of those things, like, there's so many good parts in the show. And it's just like, I just wish they just like focus on like what are those good parts, get rid of the shit, and just make it a good show from that. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I think there is just a lot of crap in this as well, unfortunately. But you know, I still enjoy the show. I still look forward to the next season, which I believe is next year. I'm pretty sure it's all meant to be next year, so that's pretty cool. But overall, I'd probably give this show, if I gave it as a whole as a show, I'd probably give it like maybe a 7 out of 10. But I think this episode alone, I'd probably give it like probably an 8. Which I've been like that for every episode, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, but I've been thinking about it. You know, there is a lot of cool stuff in there. But it just, that was one thing I didn't like as well. In Punisher's fight scene, for some reason they made his stuff like slow-mo when they're in Matt's apartment. I just thought that was a bit weird. But besides that, it was fine. But yeah, I thought I'd show these off, by the way. I got a few figs. So I thought I'd show. Finally got the fucking Red Hulk. Took me forever. So, finally got him. I got Falcon as well. Which is pretty cool. I do have some Star Wars ones as well. I got the Commander Cody, the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, which is really awesome. And I also do have Savage Press, where he's dropped his lightsaber. But, yeah, I thought I'd show those off. I do have Captain America on the way, or Falcon's Captain America, or Captain African American. God, every time they say that, I find that so funny. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.